This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the Director of 9 Mile Metals, Mr. Patrick Cruickshank. Patrick, it's great to have you back on. We were overdue for a catch-up. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Thanks for inviting me back on your show.
Well, I reached out, you reached out, and then I reached back because I needed to have you on. You just announced the completion of your phase 1 drill program, and in that announcement was news that there's visible, massive, high-grade copper VMS mineralization, right? This is at the flagship 9 Mile Brook VMS project. The market reacted very favorably, not just in terms of liquidity. I think you traded something like 2 million shares, but also in price appreciation, which has become harder to come by as we enter the summer doldrums here. Give us some context on the news. You got to be excited.
Yeah, we're obviously very, very excited to share that news, and we are very encouraged by the visual results. We always had confidence in our project and our properties and what we had discovered over the last couple of years there. Our next stages will be doing the photographing, logging, cutting, and sampling of that drill core. And we did submit some of the photographs of our drill core there in our press release, because there is a bit of like everything, supply chain issues, there is a bit of a lag on assays coming back from the labs of 8 to 12 weeks. So we wanted to make sure people got to see our core and are excited as we are. And we're really excited about the width. It's not 1 meter, it's not 2 meters. It's all of our targeted holes for mineralization hit our agenda. So we hit mineralization in all 5 of our drill holes that were targeted at the mineralization. We did, and we want to explain this to everyone, we did do 2 extra holes, deeper holes, that are specifically was just for downhole EM survey purposes. We are not looking to hit any mineralization. So what that is we'll 200-meter holes, we'll send down a probe, we'll take an undersurface survey of the entire area, looking for clusters and other main units of this mineralization. So that's the purpose of those 2, and we're very excited. We've permitted for that. That's what we'll be getting to in the next 10 to 14 days while we're doing all this preparation, photographing, assaying. And the one really good thing is we do have an XRF lab. We will be XRFing the core once it's cut. And we will be releasing those results as they become available.
You mentioned the widths. I think it's important to give a bit of context there on all 5 holes, the visual mineralization. You had intersections, right? Ranging from 9 meters to just over 14 meters of high-grade VMS mineralization, being copper, lead, and zinc. Again, that's got to be very, very encouraging to do that on a phase 1 drill program. Exciting times.
It is exciting. And I think on our first show interview, we did talk about our new technology. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So we are a firm believer. And, the experience people have had in drilling in the past, it's like oil, 1 out of 10 holes is a good recovery rate, right? But we believe in our technology. We used it exclusively in our project, and we are really super excited on the widths that we got, because that's a major hit in our business for VMS. VMS has got your lead, zinc, copper, silver, and gold. When we said we had visual mineralization 14 meters plus, that's very significant, because as you know, as it dissipates, the mineralization can be still there for many, many, many more meters, just not visible, and still a good grade. So we're just reporting what we saw, massive mineralization. Like you saw the copper photos, that's high grade copper. And we did already press release our surface samples in this area back in January of 22. And we had, it was in our press release again yesterday, 38% roughly lead zinc, which is phenomenal. Up to 10% copper, 14 ounce silver across all of our samples. That was kind of a blended average, but we're super excited. We're very confident with what we have and our technology's ability to help us find the source and much more, because the way these deposits happen, like Trevali's Caribou Mine and Bathurst Mining Camp, is a series of 3 deposits or lenses that usually are stacked vertically or spatially, but they're not far away. So that's why we're doing our downhole probe. And on those 2 holes, they're significantly further away in 2 areas to take an underground survey and give us a 3D image, again, with our new technology and AI processing, to give us, if there's, and it'll give us the body of the current deposit, and then it will give us anything within several hundreds and hundreds of meters circumference in all directions, even deeper. So it's fantastic what this technology. It's going to be a game changer in the industry for sure.
When can we expect assays to start getting a handle on what potentially, could be a pretty significant discovery if it plays out?
Yeah, I mean, the XRF assays, we'll be starting doing all the cutting and core and photographing, logging, and everything with the team of geologists starting on Tuesday, June 1st. And that'll be an ongoing round-the-clock scenario. We will XRF that we'll get results out in the next 2 weeks, hopefully. But you got to remember, there will be XRF surveys are plus minus degree of accuracy. They're very, very good. They are not correlated or with gold very well, so we will not report gold numbers. That's really with a fire assay at the labs only. But with lead, zinc, copper, and silver, the XRF lab does do a very good job, plus or minus 2 or 3%. So if you're looking at, very high double digits, there will be, we will press release with that kind of educated disclaimer. It's plus or minus this degree of accuracy. But it's a good filter. We use it for filtering our assays, our rocks, our soils. It's a great way to go. Is there any mineralization in there? Yes. Okay, let's send it to the lab. So it's a very good tool for us to be very cost effective. Rather than submitting all your sample, you could submit the mineralized sample and save your company, your exploration program, time and money. So we're trying to be very environmental efficient, economically efficient for our shareholders and for our company.
Where is the market cap today, Patrick?
Market cap, I think, is ridiculously low. I've been getting a lot of calls, emails, so on, with this kind of a response from the market. We're trading at 15, 16 cents. We have 44 million shares out roughly. I mean, we're what, $6 million? We are ultra small cap. And the great thing is it's the break even for a lot of the existing shareholders is 50 cents roughly. So there's not a lot of deep in the money stock that people are just going to obviously be trading, and a lot of management, we're all restricted, and I think probably 50% of the company's restricted. So there's not a lot of opportunity out there.
Looking forward to the assays, you mentioned the market cap being tiny. You mentioned the lack of overhang. You mentioned the very good share structure. All things I love to see, especially within the context of a potential discovery. Patrick, great catching up. Look forward to catching back up soon as we get those numbers in.
Yeah, I'll just say one comment in leaving is we had a really nice development in Canada for the industry with the super flow through. I don't know if you're familiar with that. That was just announced. So in Canada, we have flow through funding that investors, Canadian residents can invest in rather than just buying common equity on a raise. And what they've done now, which is very exciting, especially affects us, is copper, lead, zinc now qualify as essential metals in Canada and qualify for a 130% tax credit in Canada. So I'm not giving tax advice at all. Check with your CPA and your advisors, but that I think is really going to help our industry, obviously, with capitalization and opportunities for institutions and individuals supporting the market.
At a time, Patrick, where so many jurisdictions are getting riskier and less mining friendly, it is really, really refreshing to get that kind of news and that kind of support for companies that are looking to mine, the stuff that we need to make this stuff, right? So no, I think the news is welcomed. I think obviously it's been very well received, and I think it speaks to the quality of the jurisdiction that you're working in.
Well, we all know where we're going with EV and the global footprint, right? So we're very excited that we're a very centric copper, high-grade copper in our deposit, because obviously with the electric car revolution and where the science is going, I mean, we're already at a worldwide copper shortage, and this makes us a little bit unique, and there's not a deposit in the camp that has the high-grade copper. So we are very excited about having a unique situation right now. Thanks for having me again.
Thanks for coming on, Patrick. Looking forward to those results, and we'll absolutely have you back on as soon as we get some numbers in.
All right. Cheers, Gerardo.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Hey, everybody. Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.